Hello, everybody, and welcome back to hour 3 of Omen of Ilmater Part 2. All right, Eric, take it away.
So, after a short spat in the city, you guys are very quickly spirited out. I don't even have time to describe the magnificence of the city, but it's a city that the most all of the populace can cast magic. Even the peasants can cast cantrips and some even first level spells. So. It's pretty easy to imagine the sort of splendidry that you would be subject to then. They take you to the front gate where you are given a set of horses that they assure you have been magically enchanted to expedite them even further, and they take you to a circle of teleportation that they say will is a lot more stable than the one that you traveled in on, and will get you outside of the city proper, at least far enough away that you don't have to go through the army currently standing at their gates. Unfortunately, they can't teleport you all the way to Selavu just because the magic is limited here and teleportation is still wonky. They don't want to try to harm you guys. So for the sake of safety, they're just going to teleport you as far away as they can. With that, they port you out to the edges of Demont, and you guys begin your travel forward. And with that, I believe Ingram wanted to speak to the other two party members. Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, Garrett is returned to you, though he seems a little bit roughed up, and he's very upset. And he just kind of quietly rides beside you guys.
Perfect. Him being there actually helps a part of it. So, one of the things I'm going to say to them, I'm going to say, um, did you notice something seemed strange when we were there? Something came over me as we walked in. I feel as though Ilmater himself may have been with me. My words, they seemed to carry more weight than they usually do. It was different.
Gadira pulls out a feather, and it's like an eagle feather, and she's like, "Oh well, you can leave that up to me." And she puts it back in her pouch, and she's like, "I did a little trick to help you out."
Oh. Oh, you are. Thank you, Gadira, for blessing me with. I'm glad things went as well as they did. Not only were we successful, but I had an opportunity to test the boy. He has demonic blood, and I gave him a very good reason to, well, to do things that probably would not have been good for his people, and certainly weren't a good way to start his rule. Punishing the evil is a job that belongs to us, I say, looking over to what's his face, is a job that belongs to us. However, it is not the job that belongs to a king. He should be goodly and just, not living out old grudges. He made a good decision.
Oh, you were being a tricky bastard then. I couldn't tell.
Yes, it
I
was a
thought
test.
you wanted to flog the man.
Well,
Yeah, thanks about that. That was real fucking great. I'm so glad that I could be your little test puppet.
I can almost smell the piss in his pants from here.
You know that kid could have killed me, right? He was 8 years old, but he could be bored, and he's like half demon or something. I don't even know.
it was one of those scenarios where either way, I came out on top, so I was more than happy to gamble with such small risk to have such great reward. And reward we got.
Well, at least I can sit here happy with the thought that at least I know that you're willing to take some risks sometimes. I thought you were boring.
And
I assure you, boring is not one of the words that I would use to describe dear Ingram.
He laughs, but then we continue on.
So, from there, you guys travel for a time through the southern portions of Demont, and now the northern part of Selavu is a rather thick forest area. And you spend approximately, like, on your last trip here, you spent almost a week traveling through the forest just because it's very thickly settled. It's hard to get the horses through there, which slow down your journey a little bit. But these horses are a little bit quicker with getting through it. So getting into the forest takes you but a day and a half, which before took you almost 3 days to get to this point. Um, And once in the forest, you are able to ride for almost 2 days, for 2 days, and you get halfway through the forest, keeping a much better pace than on your way here. On the second night, how would you guys do your watches?
Ingram would gladly take the most miserable watch, like the one where you have to wake up after you have not slept enough and then pass out and don't get enough sleep afterwards. He would love that watch.
Of course you would. And so you have 2 casters here, so that you guys need at least 8 hours of sleep. Obviously, the way that 5th edition works, it doesn't have to be 8 consecutive hours. You just can't you can't sleep 4 hours and then start adventuring again. It's a little bit more forgiving. So,
well, if you do a short rest, you don't gain any spells back.
Some classes do. I don't think clerics do.
We don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure warlocks are the only ones that maybe bards.
In 5e, it doesn't even have to be 8 hours of sleep. It's 8 hours of rest, mostly sleep. You can.
Sure.
We can be fiddling about praying and preparing the horses and stuff any other time.
I just like you can get into a combat in the middle of the night and then go back to sleep and
finish off your rest.
Yeah,
if it's within an hour, I think you still get your rest.
I only really used one spell. That's why. So
I just remember at 3.5, you'd have to you'd start your 8 hours all over again. So
anyway,
I'll take whatever watch.
Okay. So we'll just say for simplicity's sake, you have Gadira on first watch, Ingram on second, and final watch falls to Lore.
Oh no, actually, I would be in the middle because I can't see in the sunlight. So I would be in the middle of the night.
Okay, so then
now that I think about it.
Ingram would probably take first watch then, because that's the most miserable, because you have to keep your body up longer than it wants to stay awake after a long day's journey. So, with that, second watch is Lore. So, Lore, on the second day, you guys sit around your fire, and I would like you to make me a perception check. The other 3 are fast asleep.
Yep. Poking the fire, looking around, sniffing around. Do I smell any evildoers? I'm humming.
Smell any evil doing? So with that, you hear a faint chanting coming from the woods.
Oh, that's never good. Chanting
that's
is
not
never
a great sign.
I'll take my my hammer, and I'm just it would be even a strong strike from Law wouldn't do much. Just hit Ingram with it. No, I'll look at it first. I'll go and see what it is first. I'll stealth closer to the noise.
Make me a stealth check.
No, that's a roll of a bloody 2. Can you believe it?
I can.
So you head your way over towards the sound of the noise, and as you start heading your way to the noise, you hear what sounds like what I would describe as a low growling. However, the source of the growling is so immense that it makes the growling sound loud, and in the woods,
really bassy.
In the woods, just a bit, you see a hulking figure.
It's a werewolf.
Oh, don't say it's a werewolf.
No.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Much larger than a werewolf.
It's like a Cocoa Puffs man.
The creature standing before you stands at least 20 feet tall, with 2 hulking arms. Its face is almost frog-like in the way it looks. It has an immense mouth, a maw of teeth that are set in 2 rows. Its mouth constantly agape. But the the worst part about it is this stench comes from it. This stench that even as a kobold, it completely just throws you off from a distance of about 15 feet from where you are. It's almost unbearable at this point.
Okay, you've definitely made me decide what I want to do first then.
And however, as you sit there, this creature obviously was coming for you. It knew you were there, and it spotted you. So let's roll initiative. I'm going to have Gadira, Ingram, and Garrett all roll at disadvantage, which I believe you can still do.
Fuck off! No, no. I want advantage.
You're asleep.
No, I'm awake.
No, I do intend on doing something very loud to wake you up,
Roll.
but
Oh,
also-
it's because I didn't have my characters.
it's also going to be #panic law. So.
I guess it doesn't let you do a disadvantage.
Yeah, it doesn't let us do
Good.
disadvantage.
Well, you
You
can
just
just
have
make
to
us
do
roll
it
twice
again.
and take the lower of the two.
Yeah. So just go ahead and
Uh,
roll the second time and take the lower.
Hey! Oh wait, no, that was you. Damn
Did
it!
you delete
yeah.
our initiatives from before first?
Yep.
Good.
I rolled
just
an
a
18,
moment.
and then Eric rolled because he's currently using my thing, and it said natty 20. And I was like, yes!
And you're like,
I was
hey!
oh no! I'm the 9.
Whoops! I forgot to touch my token. Rip.
Whoa, Eric.
Even as.
You're on stream.
Even as.
Really?
Yeah, and you removed all of our. Okay, my
Remove
my
me.
thing. Yeah,
That works.
it got removed from the tracker.
Yeah, you should be able to click on your token and roll it. Just
We
click
can't
on your
do
tracker, roll it again.
No,
your
I know.
token.
I'm just saying. I was on it before, and then
Oh,
you,
sorry.
whatever you
I-
did
You
removed it.
deleted us.
I
You
thought that
deleted
those
me.
were from the previous combat.
So
My
I'm
No,
bad.
gonna, I'm
that
gonna
was
take
legit
that
my
one.
roll.
Since you screwed
Yeah.
up, I'm gonna take that one. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not taking the 9. I'll take the 22. Thank you.
Take your dice.
On everyone, that's fine.
But you said disadvantage. There's like 3 rolls. Can I just take the median?
No. Don't worry, Scott. I fixed it for you.
Uh,
All right, and then I need to roll. This guy is gonna be.
We got big man and we got little man.
can't think of what they're called.
What? Golds?
No, I was talking to myself.
Oh.
All right. Here.
Stop.
Cool.
It rolled a 20 and get a 15.
No, that was not the this creature.
Oh, okay. Oh, it
that was the,
Garrett.
that was Garrett. Yeah. I rolled his in secret.
Yeah.
So, with that, it starts off with Garrett's turn, who, as this is actually going to try to rouse himself because there hasn't been any
Raising.
anything to do so.
It's a family stream. Bastard.
So he's going to stay asleep for his turn.
Yay!
Going to be these guys.
I'm-
Approach the camp.
Wait a minute. What? I didn't even see them.
They step forward, and they're both going to fire off at they're both going to fire off at our poor little kobold here, Lore.
Oh, I literally didn't see them. They literally took me by surprise. That's hilarious.
Let's see.
18 AC, by the way. Even though your thing tells you.
Alrighty. So let's see. So, we got 1 hit against you, and it's only 6 points of damage. However, so
Nice.
they both fire off bows at you, but only one of them strikes with a total of 6 points of damage, and that is going to be. And you also hear a continued chanting from this area over.
Yep. Great. I am from. Is it my turn?
Yep. It is your turn, Lore.
I am going to cast Gust of Wind. You might want to. Well, I actually can draw a square for it. If you will let me, Master.
Nice.
I mean, it'll go as long as the map is, even though it probably goes
Nice.
further. It's just like outwards. They have to make strength saves or be pushed back further along the line. And then I can change it around on a bonus action. But it's probably going to be really loud, which is part of the reason why I'm doing it. And also, this thing is gross and stinky, and I want it far away. Which is why, as you described it, I was like, I'm gonna push it away, and you're like, it's horrifyingly smelly. I was like, I'm gonna push it
I'm
away.
totally gonna push that away.
Yeah. You
So,
cemented my idea.
with that, you do hear the chanting cease. However, this creature, as bulky as it is, doesn't seem to be affected by the
Understandable. It's also difficult terrain.
Yeah.
It words it differently, but it is still.
Yeah, I see that. All right, that sounds good. And are you doing anything else? You want to move or anything?
Yeah, I'll move, and I imagine I don't know, I eat a lot. Lot eats a lot, so I imagine there was a pan on the fire. So I'll literally run over and kick it. So clang, 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 clang.
Okay, so try and make as much noise as
Try
possible.
and make as much noise as possible, and
okay.
ready my my hand crossbow clumsily.
So that does
like
wake everyone up.
For me, more or less.
That does wake everyone up. I'm not going to even make you roll for that. You guys are adventurers. You'd probably sleep light.
More or less kicking it at Ingram. So from the angle there.
So with that, the creature is going to go. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40. He's going to walk up. As he steps out of this, Laura needs to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no. Wait, no, that's one of the ones I'm good at. He says before he fails.
He says.
14, might be okay.
All right.
Not poison. Poison's like the worst thing.
All right, and what's the Constitution save? 14. All right. Garrett needs to. Ooh. All right. So with that, you hear Garrett just coughing unimaginably from his tent. However, you are able to resist the poison effect, luckily. So, and this creature moves up, and he's going to give the old smasheroonie to
Garrett.
If he had it to Garrett, if he has a chance.
I just put Garrett in the firing line. I didn't even realize.
All right, let's see here.
This thing smells worse than a kobold cave. No, I am disgusting. This is horrifying.
Oh no. All right, well, you see him smash through Garrett's tent, completely destroying it, and you hear like a crunch from inside and a loud moan of pain as he takes 14 points of damage from that strike.
That's a lot for little Garrett.
And
one
he
assumes.
just gets the one attack. Yeah, just the one attack for this turn since he moved, and then that's going to pass over to Gadira. Gadira, you wake up to this loud clanging sound, and you smell the stench in the air, and then you hear the crashing from outside your tent.
Yeah, Gadira's like, whoa, why do they always have to wake me from my slumber like that? And especially with that smell, what is that? And she looks around and she sees what's going on. And she grabs in one hand her sword, and in the other she picks up, dips her hand in her holy water, splashes it up in the air, and it turns from water to blood. And she says, "May Ilmater show his compassion upon my friends, for comfort is what they may need in this time." And all of you feel blessed, like the blessing of Ilmater wash over you, and you feel like a warmth.
Nice. So is that the actual... Nice. Okay, There we go. Like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so is that the three of you that you're doing, or are you excluding yourself and giving Garrett?
I'm giving Garrett the three of them.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. All right. And do you want to move or anything during your turn, or is that it?
# blessed.
Excellent.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. And then
actually, where am I? I'm I see.
You're right in the back there.
Yeah.
We're pretty close.
She's fine. She actually, because I can see this guy and I can see these guys down here, right? Yeah, because I want to stay behind. I don't see anything behind me, right?
No.
I'm gonna I'll back up. This is a rock, right?
You can move through all that stuff. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
didn't know if I could climb up on the rock or whatever.
You are good. You can climb up on it, but it's just not rough terrain or anything, and it's not like a huge advantage.
Yeah, she's just gonna back up a little bit because
Oh.
I can do everything I can do from.
Gadira has the higher ground, guys. It's over.
Actually, no. I think I'm gonna stay. I changed my mind because I want to be able to touch people.
Okay.
I like to touch them. So.
And then Ingram, you two are awakened
Phrasing.
to this loud noise. Now, Ingram, what type of armor do you wear?
Half plate, so it's the highest medium armor.
Can you wear that to sleep without disadvantage?
That doesn't exist in 5th edition.
Okay, yeah. So then I wasn't aware of that. All right, go ahead, continue then.
And Ingram definitely wears his armor to sleep.
It's painful. And
There's
I just
no
have chainmail.
judging
Yeah.
about anyone else.
I would, if it's possible, I know he would do it.
Okay, so I personally, when I woke up, do I have to stand up, taking up half my move, or is that, or no? That's pretty much absorbed. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I see Garrett is suffering in the name of those the innocents, and I'm actually happy with that. I'm aware of what's going on back here. Correct?
I don't know if you can see that from where you are. You can see him.
I can actually see him. Yeah. So awesome. So I will actually say to Garrick, and I'll actually look to him and be like, "For Ilmater, take the suffering from the weak." And then I'm going to double move. So that's gonna be 5. Yeah, there's no reason to do that. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay.
That's my move. I will go all the way over to that guy. I can't do anything else. Can I bonus action do anything? Hold on one second. Let me check my character sheet. I don't think I can. I think it's pretty much my turn. So, yeah.
All right. And so with that, it passes back to Garrett, who looks at you in horror as you run by. He says, "Fuck that!" And he's gonna disengage and move back here. That's gonna be a hit.
Did we regain our stuff as though we did a full rest because it's been multiple days, or no?
Yep. You guys have rested in between the last, so you are at full bore.
Cool.
And so that is going to be Garrett's turn. It's going to pass to the guards, who, seeing that this guy is walking up to their dude guy, is going to step forward to get into range, and they're both going to fire on. They're both going to fire on Ingram. The dude guy, bro.
That glossed over me for a second.
It's a technical term. I wouldn't worry about it.
It's an Eastern term. We wouldn't understand over here in the West.
You wouldn't get it. So that is going to be one hit against Ingram, because these guys are not at advantage yet, and that's going to be a total of 12 points of damage to shoot him. So Ingram is taking 12 points of damage.
Thank you very much. I'm not raging, so I take the full 12. I never added my health, so I'm just taking 3 more off. Thank you.
All right, and this guy is he would like to step away, but
he has to make a save to see if he gets pushed back.
Oh yeah, let me do that first.
Chanter.
Alrighty. What's the save?
14.
Yeah, so he is going to be pushed back.
It's not that great. I am a little kobold baby person.
But he calls out, what languages does everyone speak really quick? I imagine you probably don't speak this language, but
Common, Draconic, and Giant.
Abyssal, Common, and Celestial.
Oh, wow. I forgot to add other languages because I think I do get some, but I only have Common and Dwarven written down, so we'll go for that. But
so
I would assume
you actually understand he speaks in Abyssal to this creature, and he says, "Defend me, you mongrel." And with that, it's going to pass to Lore.
Awesome. I give him a toothy smile. Oh, he backed up? That provokes.
He didn't back up. He got pushed
blue,
by the
yeah,
wave.
yeah, yeah. It's not a willing move. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I only pushed him back to 5 feet just because I didn't want to knock him off the board.
You're good. You're good.
What to do? What to do? What kind of guards are these? Are they literally, as they look, just sort of like archers with chainmail?
Yeah. They wear the similar style of helmets, just like a lesser version of the demonic-looking face plates and all that stuff. And they're not as heavily armored as the other.
I'm gonna run back. And I was like, Gadira, get away from it! And I'll cast Shatter, but not actually on the demon. I will cast it here, so it should get both of these two, because it's a 10-foot radius, right? Gonna roll Shatter. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to declare my Channel Divinity at the start or afterwards? Valid quality. It doesn't say. I imagine I have to declare it when I'm casting it. And I'm not going to channel Divinity.
Okay. So where you casting that shatter?
Basically,
in between those two guys. Gotcha. So they're both going to take it potentially. So let's see what they roll.
So I'm running away from the monster, but shattering the guards.
What's the save?
14.
14. They actually are going to make that save. What is that? That's just half.
Half. So that'd be 6 in the end.
6 points damage. Got it.
That's rubbish.
That's definitely
rubbish.
All right, and so is that the all you're doing with your turn, Lore?
Yeah, I already ran and did that. Wait. Actually, let me see if I have a bonus action or anything. Not that I know if how I would know if any of these spells are bonus action, unfortunately, because it doesn't have a little symbol for that, which would be lovely.
Well, what I do is where it says casting time, I do 1 BA instead of 1 action. 1A or 1 BA.
I have it as bonus action, but you know how now it has little quick symbols to things?
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I will cast Spiritual Weapon. That's my last.
Okay. Spiritual Weapon on bonus action. Gotcha.
Just directly.
Alright. Sounds good. And with that, it's going to pass to the. Do you get to attack on the first turn with that?
Yeah. So it is a.
Yeah, when you cast a spell. So go and make your attack.
Actually, I don't think I have written down when I start that. Like an idiot.
Yeah, it's a melee spell attack, so it should be D20 plus your proficiency plus your main stat.
I have a thing for it. It's just.
Gotcha.
That was a D10. I'm an idiot. I don't even know how I did that. 14 probably doesn't hit, but the box of doom is still there.
14?
Yeah.
Versus this thing's AC is not going to hit it.
I just really wanted it on the board anyway.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good. And with that, it's going to be the creature's turn. First thing it's going to do...
Oh, you have your bless, don't forget.
Kind of regarding the...
I don't really want to use it right now.
Regarding the
it's every
orders.
time you attack. It's not like a one-time thing like a bar.
Oh, is
it's
it every time I attack?
Yeah.
I thought I could spend it one, in which case definitely.
No. Yeah, you just add the D4 every time.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah. It's like super
I
powerful.
doubt 15 changes anything.
That's going to be good.
Does a 15 hit instead of a 14, Eric?
15, no.
Ah.
All right, fun. Let's so you see this creature kind of look back regarding regarding what this that guy yelling at him, and you see him kind of raise his hand over by him, and around you see these little fat looking creatures pop up around you, They look like what you would imagine bloated dwarf corpses would look like. But they have a similar stench to the creature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this.
I would be very familiar with them, wouldn't I? Because of my experience, how long I spent in the abyss being tortured by demons.
Yes, you would definitely have. You would definitely know what these creatures are. I'll let you roll a religion at advantage, just to get a little bit more information. You know the name of them, and I'm sure
Since
you
I'm
dare.
back in this world instead of the other one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Rolling.
Nice. You identify these creatures as the Dretch. They are the lowest form of demon, and essentially they are like the little foot servants to the demons. But more importantly, you know that these creatures have a poison cloud that they can summon, that can choke and harm those in the cloud. So something to keep in mind. That he does that as his bonus action. He's going to then step forward up to Gadira, and he's going to hopefully hit her twice. It's 2 attacks. So let's see what happens here. Ready? Sorry, just So that is a single hit against Gadira, for a total of 14 points of damage as he both claws at you once and attempts to bite you. The claw hits its mark, however, the bite does miss. You are able to move out of its way. But you do need to make me a Constitution saving throw as it steps in range of you, please.
Okay. I like to imagine she like put her sword in its mouth to stop it from biting her.
Stop it.
What did you need me to roll exactly?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh crap. All right, here we go. 13.
Unfortunately, that is going to fail, which means you are poisoned.
All right.
All right, just a moment, please. Let me actually pull up the roll for poisoned.
Poisoned is disadvantage on like everything. I have the DM.
So a poison,
the most painful one.
It is the worst one in the game.
it's simply poisoned has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Simply, just everything.
Oh, not saves, but everything.
Not
but
saves, just attack rolls and ability checks.
Just all those things that you roll for, you suck at them.
You feel a
As
little
this just-
floozy.
Wait, hold the phone. If she's a dwarf, doesn't she have like advantage against poison?
Not in
I have
5e.
resilience.
that
Yes, I get, and I have resistance against poison damage. It's explained in
Does
chapter
it give you
9.
does it give you actually advantage against saving throws for poison?
Oh, what the heck? I'd have to go like to the book where
I'm
it
looking
is.
right
I'll
now.
double.
Are you a hill dwarf?
That's all
or...
I have. I'm a hill dwarf.
Okay, so it
Yeah, you have
says-
advantage on saving throws against poison.
All right, so you may do
Advantage
so at
saving throws.
advantage.
Yep.
My apologies. That was
Lord.
I forgot about that. So
Yeah.
go ahead and
I'm like, it's a
go ahead
dwarf.
and
I'm like,
reroll that at advantage.
How many times have dwarves been hit by drow
Okay.
poison and been like, no, not yet?
Yeah, I was like, they usually are pretty good at it.
I didn't.
Right.
I never
Besides-
even remember that.
Says,
Another
livers of
con?
Steel.
Yep,
Sure.
that at advantage.
Yeah, roll with advantage, yeah. What?
Dwarven livers are huge.
Well, wouldn't I just cast it again? Because I already, or roll it again?
That's fine.
Because I rolled a 13 and
Whatever
rolled a 17.
your preference. You already did it. So
Yeah.
either way, that makes it though. So you are not going to be poisoned, and per the ability, you are resistant for the next 24 hours. So that is going to be your turn.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
that's his turn. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm gonna
I'm
write
trying to
that
skip
down.
you.
That section.
So, but Gadira, you are up.
All
For
right.
battle.
Gadira looks this creature in the eyes, and she's like, oh, you should really get something for that breath of yours. And I would like to cast aid. Oh,
Oh,
it's
that's
because I have it probably set up.
that's not
Okay.
aiding at all.
Oh God.
I have it as spell card.
You made
You
the
just need to
first
fiddle it
save,
on and off a couple of times.
But then afterwards, you were made feeble mind. So you know.
Story of my life. Man.
We have this every now and again. You just gotta flick it back and forth.
Okay,
For a
I'm
bit.
casting this as a level 2,
Hey,
There you go.
and I would like to cast that on myself and believe
Am I?
you two, Ingram and Lore.
I'm 50 feet away.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
it's only a range of 30 feet, so
Oh, I
Pretty much.
didn't see over
yeah,
there.
30 feet range. Rip.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I guess then me, Lore, and
Garrett.
our friend here.
ouch.
All right, cool. So that's
Yeah, I didn't
five,
realize that you were that
5
close.
higher
I
HP total.
wouldn't have maybe casted that on you. So your maximum HP is increased by 5, and you get 5.
Awesome.
Cool. That is perfect. So that's gonna
And it lasts for 8 hours, so.
nice. That's really good.
That is really good.
And would you like to do anything else while you're here, or just cast the spell?
Well, I can't disengage and cast, so I guess I'm gonna hold my shield and prepare for whatever he's gonna do to my face.
Sounds good. Ingram, you are up.
Yes, I am. First thing, we're gonna rage. Then
Phrasing.
we're gonna activate the wingy thingy.
Wingy
and-
thingy.
Yep, and then we're gonna take a 5-foot step right here because why not? And then I'm going to attack that motherfucker with some what's it called? Reckless attack. So we ready for this?
Go ahead.
Advantage. Reckless attacky thingy. Alright, let's do this. Alright,
Right, he's definitely gonna hit.
let's do my damage. That's going to be 12. Does that, that doesn't include my raging stuff. So it's actually going to be 14. Plus 7 is 21. Plus Divine Smite. So let's roll another 2d8. Roll 2d8. 27 becomes 32. So 32 points of damage from the first attack. Then I will attack. Oh, wait. Am I happy with all these?
32.
Yes.
You said 32 from the first attack.
Correct.
He's down.
Awesome. So he's down. I am going to slap the wounds thing on him. Let's just be clear here. He is getting the wound ability put on him. So he will take damage next turn. Okay? I will then immediately turn and attack one of those other fucky creatures. In which case it's just this right here. Let's do this one. I don't have the ragey part on there yet. So 23. 13 plus 2 is... that was ignoring other damage, but that doesn't matter. 13 plus 2 is going to be 15 points of damage total to the dretch.
Gotcha. 15 total to the dretch, just to the right of you.
Correct. Something to be clear about. My sword is a magical sword. It has a magical ability. However, it is not a +1 sword as well. It's just a magical sword. And so
I think if it has magic in it, it still counts as a magical weapon.
For the
I
purpose
appreciate
of
you
overcoming,
clarify.
Yeah, for the purpose of overcoming, I don't think it does. I think it's one of those, no, you get your +1 and overcome DR, or you get your fucky sucky abilities. So
I don't think so. That's not how it works in 5e, I'm fairly sure. But I guess that's up to a DM, right?
Yeah. I'm
I run it if any kind of magic is on the weapon, it's a magical weapon.
Yeah.
Aside from, like, minor things. Like, it doesn't get dirty.
Alright. It's up to you, Eric.
So I would argue that it is still a magical weapon.
Okay. I'm not
Trying
going
to
to
get
bitch
rid-
about it. I'll do my damage. Thank you. 15 total.
15 total. That is going to deal a significant blow, but not fell this creature.
That's fine.
Is that your last attack?
Yep, I will. You never took your attacks of opportunity against me for moving if these creatures can. So it's 1,
No.
2, 3, 4.
It's It's a house rule I do, but I always say summoning sickness. It just seems strange to me that creatures could be instantly summoned and then just jump right into action.
Okay, then
But
what I'll
that's
do
just
with my next turn is I'm going to jump right back. Sorry, with the rest of my turn, jump right back into the middle of them.
Gotcha. And then from there, it's going to pass to Garrett, who is completely like the poison's obviously affecting him. He's just retching constantly. He's going to stumble right over here, and then he is going to provide bardic inspiration to Ingram.
He's good for something.
Which at this level you get a roll of your choice before the beginning of his next turn. You can use a D8, add a D8 to it.